And the crowd goes wild. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. It's Thursday night. Can you hear me? I can't hear me. Why can't I? That was weird. Could you guys hear me the whole time? I heard the intro, and then I couldn't hear it. You know what? We got to make, you can't just get it all smooth, perfect, excellent transitions, high quality. I wouldn't call it entertainment. I'd call pass the time on a Thursday night. Oh my God, what are we doing? I have some thoughts. I have thoughts. I have things. I do things. What do you do? Hearing you now. Can you hear me now? All right. I swear I didn't hear the... So, like, my microphone might not have picked up the crack. This never happens. It's first for me. It's first for me. Right, Paul? Ooh. Grateful sent a sheepdog to Paul. God, that was really difficult. And Paul poked a hole through it. God dang it. I'll tell you what. Solid. What is up, everyone? Okay, so we got some serious Magna sluts in the house. I see Thomas. I see Grateful Dong. Magna sluts. Ho. Ho. Oh, you can't tell. I don't know if that focuses or not, but I gave Voltron an accessory. I made sure it hung down in the right spot. Magna sluts, ho. If you didn't see it, we'll look at it again soon. Here's my smock. Magna sluts for life, yo. What is up, y'all? Grateful, Thomas, Paul, Nathan. What's up, Nathan? Marco in the house. Hello, Stacy of Stacy Bolstered Blades. We got Henry, we got Donnie. We have Dom. What's up, Dom? Sorry about last weekend, man. Closing on this house. I don't know anybody ever bought a house before. There's all types of weird paperwork and things. And what's up, Blazeburger? At the Flyers game. Can't stay, dropping it for support. Thank you. Hope they win. Hope they win. What's going on, Jim? Jim Weller in the house, y'all. Snail Trail Dale. And we're there. We're so there. I'm there. Robin. How's it going, Robin? Magna sluts, or what I thought I saw at the Grateful Dead. You went to a Grateful Dead show? When was that? 90s? I never did. Not that I wouldn't have. I never did. What's going on, Fred the Game? Fred the Game. Fred the Luck. Enjoy the game. EA Sports. It's in the game. Closed on a house in Florida, which had a ton of paperwork. Closed on a house in Kentucky, which had about 5 pages, so I don't know what's different. Well, I'm first-time homebuyer. And so I had to take a first-time homebuyer's, I had to take a class, it was an online class, in order to be eligible for said benefits. But said benefits are quite worth taking said class, so you can't really complain, you just do it. But I go online to do it, and I mean, I'm a click fast, move through it. Multiple choice is my game. I'm fairly good at deductively figuring multiple choice out, even if I don't know the answer. And it said you could retake the tests like up to like 8 times, or I don't know what it was. But there was literally 7 tests. There were 7 different chapters and 7 tests. You had to pass them all at 80%. And some of the tests were only like 6 or 7 questions. So it's like you get one wrong. So of the 7 tests, I passed 5 first try, and I passed the other 2 second try. But one of them was like 8 questions, so I got 2 wrong, and that's not 80%, so you're out. And then the other one was like 6 questions, I got 1 wrong, and it was like, no, that wasn't, you have to get them all right. But when you retake it, it looked like they had kind of a pool of questions for that section, but like one of them, 6 of the 8 questions were the exact same question, and they tell you the answer that when you get it wrong, it shows you what the right answer was. So taking them twice, it was like I got through it, but literally at a pretty fast pace going through it, it still took me like 3 hours to do, but I'm not complaining, you know. And then just the whole thing, just figuring out this, you have to send your tax information, you know, your job information, and then you got to do this, and then you meet with them, and then talk to them, and then have someone come in, and all these little things. I've been getting flooded with spams too, for like people want me to see things and get new cards, and I don't know. Sounds like going to the DMV. Oh, I lived in LA. The DMV is the worst in LA. You can get an appointment. If you don't have an appointment, you're screwed. But let's say you do have an appointment. So you go online and you book an appointment at the DMV in LA. It's going to be about 3 or 4 weeks after you book it. That'd be about the soonest you'd be able to get in. So if you want to go right away, you're not getting the appointment. You're just going to go, because you're going to have to make that 3 weeks. So it's like you book the appointment early if you're savvy like that. So let's say you did book your appointment. You get there, there's 2 lines. There's the line with no appointment and the lines with appointments. Yeah. So you go through the line with an appointment, and you might have to wait half hour in that line. And then that's not even actually to go. That's to get your ticket. And so the other line is going through without waiting, and they're slowly getting tickets as well. So once you get your ticket, now you still got to wait maybe another half hour. So even with an appointment, you're probably going to be waiting 2 hours before you actually get in. And if you don't have an appointment, it's probably 6, 7. And that's reality. It's wild. I looked into it and it was like, we could drive 2.5 hours north of here, get in right away in a small little town that nobody's at, and drive back, and it would be faster than just going to the DMV in LA. So it's wild stuff. Donnie's never even had a car payment. Buy them all straight up. Living in the house, family house. Yeah, you know, very fortunate, Donnie, that you get yourself in that. And Donnie's got, how many vehicles do you have? 5, 6, 7? Maybe they don't quite all run. Oh, did I, Paul? I didn't mean to. I really didn't. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. What? That's the rest of your life now. They want you loan half. Yep. Oh, yeah. I'll be paying it off 30 years unless I'm rich. What do you do? I got a bit of a deal because there's some issues, things I got to work on. It's not updated. It's not modern. I don't have modern countertops, kitchen. It's all 50-year-old tile and wall and everything. It's fine. It's not terrible. There's a bunch of trees in the yard that need to come down. Probably, hopefully they'll last a few more years, but they drop branches. They're bad. So that's going to be expensive. So I got a little bit off for that as well. Fred says no more loans for him. Yeah, once you get to that kind of that retirement age, you know. Dom just paid off his truck. I only have a few payments, a couple months left on my Toyota. That's awesome. It's always good. What's up, Addicted to Blades? The Ponds. Jesse. Jesse just showed up to the stream. Hopes he's got to make some peas and poops. Not doing that one very well. If your paycheck is every 2 weeks, you can pay your mortgage every 2 weeks, and it eats 7 years from your 30-year mortgage. I did that with my car. It was a 4-year loan for the car, and basically it's going to take me 3 years and 3 months doing one every 2 weeks instead of once a month. So yeah, that's a great idea. Not updating your home keeps your taxes lower. Oh, no updates. Well, I won't be updating anytime real. Any updates I'm going to be doing is going to be out in the garage. You know what I'm saying? Get some equipment. I got to get that grinder, yo. I got to get that grinder. I wish I could do it faster. If I was still just renting, we'd have been there. I got to be honest, we'd have been there. But that's life. That's how it goes. I'm excited to actually be buying the house and be owning, you know. It looks like I'm closing on the 25th. So in a few weeks, which is pretty cool. I'm going to be more crunching with the money as far as buying knives. But like I said, I got to try to save up and get this grinder going because I love projects, and you know me. God, I'm all over the place right now though. With this, got to get this settled now to get comfortable. I've been too stressed to like get anything done. But getting back from Texas, settling in. I feel like since we've been back, it's been a week and a half, and I honestly haven't even settled back in. I just made like the first video since I've been back. I got to start making the videos for the knives. I've made a few.
At Dale Snail Trail became a member. At Dale Snail Trail celebrates 14 months of membership. I'm here and not lurking for once. Part-time.
14, Snail Trail Dale does some crazy stuff with the micarta. I don't wear it much, but I see it every day. This is one that he made for me, this badass ring with the two little lines on there. Look at that. He's been making a lot of cool stuff. What was it? I saw Renee Ramon in Texas, and Renee had one of those little knucks, the little square single, like brass knuckle style. You know, it's like the ring, but it's like squared off, like up there like that. He had one of those that he did out of this big chunk. And I was like, oh, is that from Snail Trail Dale? And he was like, no, it's this guy on Facebook called like Dale or what. And I'm like, yeah, same guy. Renee Ramen got a ring and a knuck. Yep, I saw the knuck. It was cool. What show is next, Fred? What do you think of that Hugo Mongus custom knife? Which one? And Snail Trail Dale, thank you for the 14 months. I appreciate you. How time flies that I've actually been live streaming for that long, and that's crazy. Sorry, I'm back. So, Fred, what knife were you talking about? I apologize. Everybody switch their live chat to, or top chat to live chat. All right. I'm trying to settle myself down here. Filling out paperwork even today. I had to go on and fill out some forms for the mortgage, for like the direct deposit, for the payments. Getting exciting, but stressful. I feel like I get home and then I do a couple hours worth of stuff like that. I just got the Geo Knife Ethereal M390 clip point and Altum. You got the Ultim scales. What do you think of it so far, Thomas? I like mine. I also think this is probably one of my favorite like textures on titanium. These dimples, they just feel really good.
At Miranda Keith 3589 became a member. At Miranda Keith 3589 celebrates 1 month of membership. Hi y'all, can't believe it's gone so quickly.
Right? 1 month. Can't believe it's gone so quickly. Thank you, Miranda. Yeah, this is that Geo. I love textured and titanium and milled titanium, and these dimples, they just feel really, really good. When you grab that, I love it. It's just a nice, happy place for me. It's very similar to the hatred I have for my focus. Hello. Hello. Very similar. Oh, come on. And now, all right. Drop bear. It's essentially a style of a drop bear, a style of a bug out. But I would take either of those over a bug out any day. Any day. Thank you, Miranda, for the month. Robin, dropping some of the emojis. I gotta make those more emojis. I keep forgetting to jump on that. It's actually hard to do because you got to make them like very simple, and they're always, the last few that I made, they're always too detailed, and it's like, no, it doesn't work. You need to bring down the quality. Crossbar lock on your Geo Ethereal has a strong tension. It does have there is some spring adjustment points inside there. Mine is also stiff. But I enjoy it like that. It's definitely a stiffer pull and tighter than my drop bear. But I wonder what's the reason behind emojis. It's just something fun. It's like treats that you give to people if they're like members, so that they can feel like, oh, I'm a member, I got something. I can blast emojis. And they're just kind of fun. Okay, so there. If you look right below my index finger, there are 3 holes right there. Bing, bing, bing. Those are Omega spring holes, is what I believe them to be. So you should be able to go in, take it apart, take that spring and kick it over 1 or 2 notches and make the spring. Come on. Are we honestly? Look. Hello, Mr. Camera. I am the only thing here. What if I go like this, huh? You see me now? I can literally see through the Ultim that the Omega springs are adjusted to the lady or the least amount of tension. Really? Huh. Well, this is bright. Emojis are just updated hieroglyphics. Now I'm half blind. Dom's got some emojis. Wow, now my eyes are all, I can't see anything. It's all dark in here now. Well, because you shined a bright light in your face, idiot. So, Tom's, oh, did you erase it? I think Tom said he thought it looked like the spring was on the least tension. Which it could be, I don't know. All I know is on mine, it's a little bit tighter, but I like it. And then I looked in there and I could see that there's those holes, but I can't see the spring because it's kind of inside there, so I can't tell where it's set. But because he's got the Ultim, you can actually see, like I've got Ultim on the mini Main Street that, wow, now, okay. And you can see it's on the lightest spring tension right there. So that's what Tom is seeing. So yeah, you could move this one up a couple of notches and make that spring tighter. Revved up. Revved up. We've got several quotes so far today. Grateful. That one's probably the mildest. Mildest? Look at how much this is already growing back in. Yeah, Thomas. Well, if it is on the lightest one and it's tight, there's not much you can do. Maybe you'll get used to it. Maybe it'll loosen up and break in a little bit. Like I've had a lot of like my arcade was super tight. And now it's definitely kind of broken in. Right. So yeah, Thomas's is already set loose. I would mess with it for a while, see if it breaks in. Or maybe because at first I was like, I've been used to my drop bear, and my drop bear is like, this blade is solid when it's open, but the thing is just whoosh, 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 whoosh. It takes nothing. You can almost kind of do that with it. It feels nice, and it just boom, it goes. But then when I got that Geo, and I was like, oh, this seems stiff because I was used to that. And then I started using this, and I was like, oh, wait. I actually like this. This is a little bit stiffer because you can't. I go in like this right now, and I can't really. You can see the blade starting to want to. So I'm down. Am I going to make it to West Bend on May 2nd? I didn't see you ask it. When did you ask it before? I totally missed it. I'll never ask again. Sorry, Dom. I honestly didn't see it. I don't always see every single message in the chat. I apologize. I apologize. West Bend, May 2nd. What is there? It's a knife show? How far is West Bend? West Bend where? West Bend, Wisconsin, I'm assuming. 5 hours and 32 minutes away. Tornado watch. I'm under a current tornado watch. It's raining here. Has it been raining for everyone else today? So Dom says there is a show or something on May 2nd in West Bend. May 2nd. That's a month from now. What day is that? Is that like is that on a weekend? On the Edge, what's up? Great to see you here. Great to be here, at least for a few minutes. Appreciate you. Leave the crossbar in a retracted, pulled back state for 48 hours. Okay. Huh. And kind of bend the spring or like adjust the tension on the spring. It's a 1-day show. Dom's going up on Friday. Let me look into it. Message me, remind me. I'll look it up after the live. It's going to be like a 5.5, 6 hour drive for me, but maybe. Adam Klum. Getting hooked up. That's cool. Yeah, message me like the info on the place or whatever. I'll look into it. I promise to look into it. What's everyone think about fixed blades? Supposed to be bigger than Badger? Well, that's cool. Badger's decent, but it's also, it is not that large. Just get a frame or liner lock. That'll fix all your crossbar troubles. What if you like knives? Grateful. Every once in a while, I'm going to get a crossbar lock. Lately, it's pushed me away. That Octo or whatever, the Kansept one. If that one was a liner lock or a frame lock, I would have already probably bought it. I still might get one. Bark Privilege, Laid Off Pete, Cicero are all going to go. Yeah, I wish I could have went to Badger, dude. It ended up, that was a unfortunate scenario. We'll call it that. Unfortunate scenario. Anywho. So, fixed blades. What's everyone think about fixed blades? I'm going to start making some knives, and the first ones I'm going to make are fixed blades. I have some stuff drawn up. I'm going to probably try to cut some out of some wood here in a little bit after I finish these other projects that I've been working on that are actually pretty exciting. I'll do the button lock, but can't do the crossbar. Grateful is like, made a line in the sand. Grateful has gone on up, drawn a line in the sand with his foot. Crossbar on that side. I'm over here. What's everyone think about that? Hornies. I love me a warnie. Stacy loves a little fixie. Miranda, fixed blades. Fixed blades. Look at all the dots on my Buck 119. What's that all about? It's like I got spatter paint all over it. Now I'm getting licking DNA on there. Oof. Just, oh, why is your tongue bleeding? I was licking my knife. You know. It was a really nice looking hollow grind. It just looks so tasty. What if we do the breath test? Kills it. There you go. Oh, isn't that much better? Those badass Kansepts will be a liner lock eventually. You know they will. I told them to do it, Grateful. I told them, I'm like, you guys make this in another lock, and I guarantee you it will sell. I told her, I said, look, I also told Nathan, they're going to pass it along. Joyce, I said, if you guys put a different lock on this exact knife right here, my browns look really brown. Look at my hand. Wow. My color's all whacked. Did I twist this? There. It was, you see that? Oh, wow. I'm like, what is happening? Why am I red? I got jaundice or something? All right, there we go. That's a little more in the correct spectrum. Someone gave me a twist. Twist and shout. I'd like a mini Buck 119 with a Warren's Foot Sheep's Cliff blade. Stacy, you're doing things for me. Dong Fuchsius. Dong Fuchsius says. Oh, that just makes me smile. I have a good amount of fixed blades. Love me some fixies. I just grabbed a few said fixies. I got a couple of freshies. Anybody see my video from today? The latest Sea Fox Got a little dust on this one. Freshy. RWL 34. Got a horn on that handle. Ah, for being a smaller knife, look at this. It's still a full grip. My whole hand is on that. It is locked. Stacy likes doing things to me. Thank you. Woo! Feeling is mutual. Yeah, this handle, C Fox, bro. Corey makes some cool stuff. He has a nice, fun little design eye. Really, really nice piece. This was the one I got from him last year. You all remember. I love this thing. I don't really carry it. The reasoning is I've been lazy and haven't gotten to a proper carry for the sheath. My sheath, the way he does the sheaths, he does them like this. So this is the new one. It pops in there and it's stuck in there. That thing is great. But it doesn't really have, you could just drop it in the pocket. I think putting an ulti clip like right there and then in the pocket with it, that's the trick. Just pop a little hole right there, or on this side, ulti clip it, call it a day. What I think is interesting is he does do like, there is a layer of Kydex with a layer of leather over the top of it. I'm not saying he's the only one who's doing that, but I've seen a lot of them where it's just Kydex or it's just leather. And this one is a layer of each. I don't know if that has what the pros, the cons, but it feels, it's like solid in there, and the way that's formed right there, it feels really nice. There's no rough spots, nice and smooth. Oh, I almost grabbed the wrong one. That wouldn't have worked. And it just goes, well, I got to push a little bit. But when you pop that in there, that thing is, it doesn't shift at all. It just sits right there and you give it a little boom and it's out. Very, very cool. But again, mine, same kind of thing. It's a little bit smaller. Same thing, fits in there nice, but it's really tight for getting a ulti clip on there. So I just cut stuff at home with it right now. I've never really actually carried it out in the field much. Got a T-Cal with an unsharpened blade. Might try to put my own edge on it, pay someone else to do it. How did you get one that didn't have an edge on it? Curious. How did you get it with no edge? Was that on purpose, or did they forget accidentally and ship one out without an edge on it? And I would say if you were going to try to put an edge on it, that would be a situation where you definitely might want a nice guided system or like a rail system so you can get a really nice, consistent first time through. Looks like a fancy knife I'd take up with the fishing buddies, right? Sure. It's cool. I love the way mine, I mean, actually, this one almost fits a little tighter. But this, it feels great as well. I get a good feel. I love the blade shape on here. This one's Magna Cut, hollow grind, cool finish. Just realized KC is also currently, he's been doing lives during my live quite a bit lately. This is the one I got from Kubi. This is one that I'm not distracted at all. Kubi gave me a couple knives for free at the show. I appreciate that. This is definitely kind of more of a defensive, tactically designed knife. So it's not really my style as far as this. Definitely my style. I'm missing a couple fixies that I should have had out. I can't think of. So this one isn't really my main kind of style, but it is clean. It is smooth. That point is extremely sharp. 14C on this and a blue micarta handle that fits tight. But yeah, I went like this a couple times and it's like, oh, it just slides right on in there. This is definitely a fun one. Oh, that's what it is. Where the hell is it? God, I knew the whole time I was busy. There it is. This is my style of knife right there. Wow. Clayton Special. Auxiliary Manufacturing, Captain's Bowie, #1. This one's super cool. I've carried this a few times. Kind of beat on the tip a little bit there. A couple of scratches on there. So I haven't been afraid to use it, but I enjoy proper focus. Man, today is not my day. Here, I'm not up here. But when I'm up here, you focus on the table behind me. Why do you do these things? So yeah, carried this one. Enjoyed carrying it around. Never carry this one anymore. This is the oldest one in the collection. What's up, Ramses? How's it going, dude? I wet molded a 1931 leatherwork slip for your ABW slip joint last night. Turned out great. So when you, I've been curious about this. So if you just take the sheath, what do? Then you wrap the blade in saran wrap or something, then get the sheath completely wet and then just stick her in there and then let it sit. Is that basically the only thing you do? I don't think I need to with this. It almost fits perfect right as is. But if it gets a little bit, it wasn't that I forgot I was looking and I had it hidden under there because this one was in a special place. And then I was like in a rush and then we started. I was like, I'll find it. And we did. Stacy, I will be back. If anything, I'd like say maybe it might be nice to have it be a little tighter up at the top, but it does feel good. And I did kind of create a little form fit down on the bottom. So it was tight the first few times. Now I've basically designed like it has to go that way because that's how she fit. But did you do anything else, Grateful, or you just get the whole thing wet and insert, let it dry around it? Or is there something else you can do to help the process? Well, right, but it won't rush, sure, but a good oil on all the pivots and stuff, I'd rather just not get it wet, you know? And what if you had another one, like let's say I have one that's wooden handle. You know, you got a wooden or bone handled slip joint that you don't want the blade to get wet. Put a couple layers of the saran wrap on there. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of, even though I know it won't rust, I still wouldn't. Yeah, I have to take it apart and clean it. That just sounds like extra work. But I don't know. I don't need to. I was just curious because he said he did it. Wet the sheath, then vacuum seal it. Oh, that's a good idea too. I do have a little like a vacuum sealer for like food. Like when I make hot sauce, I put them in vacuum sealed bag. Dongs on it. How long does it take to dry? Though, if you vacuum seal it when it's wet, How does it dry? Or do you just leave it vacuum sealed for like a day, then take it out and then let it dry? I'm curious about this process. What's everyone's favorite? If they could pick one on the table, you can't, I guess, see, that's always tough when you say stuff like that, especially when someone will know, like, oh, well, this one's only $50 and this one's several $100s, or, you know, like, so why would you ever pick this one? Let's say all of these were of the same blade steel, right? And they were all the same price. So we're just saying, let's say every single one of these was the exact same steel. And your favorite handle material, which shape, style, design? Like, we're going straight by design aspects. Functional user, something small, something big, something more for like maybe for skinning versus maybe something more for a defensive type of a scenario. Seal it overnight, and then after that you take it out, it dries. Miranda says Captain's Bowie. Pow. Not bad. I would almost say this bad boy right here. Like the jimps on there, the slightly larger size, but my thumb gets out there. The knife with the G10 and the finger choil. Thomas, the Rosecraft, what is this, the F2? F1. I like that little ramp spot right there. I don't have any Warncliffe fixed blades, huh? What about this one? Oof. What about this one? It doesn't even get on camera. There it is. I made it on camera. About this one? Something like this. Double-edged karambit. What about the Gerber? Little choppy chop. Don't stop. These are nice. This is like a little steak knife. Kubi Quaken. Smaller, delicate user. It's very light, very thin. Almost too small for me. Baltic Blades Angus. This is a handmade, sweet neck knife, small piece. Definitely a scalpel cutter. Got the big old natural moon crater Mr. Eddie with the beef handle. I mean, my original, come on, the original dagger, bro. Yeah, that's a good size. Yeah, auxiliary manufacturing Captain's Bowie. Look at that. Perfect hold right there. Cut, getting in there. Oh, the Sheriff. I knew it. I knew I was missing blades. The Sheriff. Oh, slap. Ooh, handle's ugly. It's just a turd of a handle. That multi-layered micarta. It's ugly. It's kind of just an ugly shaped turd handle. But damn. Oof. Mama. She gets in there and does stuff. Does stuff for me. Right? It's a good one, dude. The Sheriff. He'll be at the Midwest Knife Makers. When is that? In August? Blade HQ just added the all-time ugliest OTF for sale on their website. Which one, Thomas? We're going to have to look it up. Miranda is excited to get the Motley little shit. It's on the way. Yeah. This is a hot item right here. My index finger locking in there feels really, really good. Wider handle, jimps. I still kind of prefer this type of blade shape, like right here, a little more. Like if the tip was more like that on this, that would be sick. The old SOG. What is this one called again? Seal Pup. SOG Seal Pup. I've had this for like 20 years. There's some jimps. Why have I always loved jimps all the way? Because the SOG Seal Pup. Whoosh. Thomas, what's this ugly knife? I've had that Seal Pup and this Koboon. The Cold Steel Koboon. I just thought this looked like a little katana because it does. Boker donut themed OTF with fork bottle opener instead of blade. I don't even know if I want to see that. I don't even know if I'm interested in that. Yikes. Snail Trail Dale, the paper micarta and wood. This one, this Sea Fox right here with the Magna Cut. Yeah. Oh, you're seeing the wrinkles move on the wood today. Wow. I'm really doing it today, I tell you. Yeah, I love this. I fell in love with this one hardcore. Like right when I saw it, I was like, wow, dude. This feels nice, looks nice. Satiny, hollow grind, Warncliffe, Magna Cut, and then that handle. It's like, damn, dude. Sick. Love the shape. Everything about it. Doesn't have jimps, but it's fine. Yeah, cold steel. This is, I mean, that's beautiful right there. She's a gorge. And this is always going to be one of my faves. This is just growing up, loving the horror movies. I was 8 years old, too young. Little Friday the 13th on TBS. Wow, look at the cover of that at Blockbuster with this big knife going through his mask. It was like, yep, I like knives. Fixies. How many other fixed blades do I have that I'm not? I've got this one here that I got from Kim in 6th grade when she went to Mongolia. Look at that rust spots on there. Perfect. This thing is, I don't even know. I mean, she picked this up. She went to Mongolia and China. Found this somewhere. Got it for me because she knew I like knives way back in the day. This thing is ugly. It's just one of those, another one of those things that I've had forever. Thanks again, Kim, for that sweet gift long ago. It's a wicked blade shape. It's something. It's something. Okay, I'm going to bet I have more fixed. Well, I mean, this counts, right? The giant Bowie. That counts. I mean, faboosh. And I do have the smaller, the Crown Stag Bowie. This one's the smaller Bowie. 52-year-old wood usually does have a bunch of wrinkles. Well, this got spots on it too. Am I just like spraying drink spatter or something? It's like a thin mist of spit. This is a fixed blade. The Rambo knife that's not a Rambo knife. Good question, Dom. Fred, do you own any fixed blades? I don't know if Fred does. Fred, do you? I got this one last year. This is the biggest quaking on the planet. Look at this hog. It is a 1/4 inch thick D2 Beast. Got this at the Badger show last year, almost on a dare. It was this craziest, silliest thing at the show. And it was like, yep. All my knives have Red Bull splatter on them, right? That's what it looks like. It's such a fine little mist. It's like I'm spitting on all my stuff. Fred has the one fixed blade, the tiny, tiny one. He likes beautiful folders, which is fine. Everybody's got a different taste on what they're into. I'm into all of them. I'm really liking these. These are dumb. Did you guys see the video on this the other day? Boom, boom. Why are these fun? Because they are. Because they are. I don't know why. I am's what I am's. I got the CRKT First Strike, Stealth First Strike. This is a big old thick boy. Wrapped. Thomas, you're right. You're right. It's not really a spit, though. It's more of an eruption. You know, Eddie Van Halen, eruption. I've had this one for some 20 years, too. This big old cricket. Back when I was buying these silly fixed blades and never really use them. Here's my other cricket. This is when I was going to start scuba diving. This is a CRKT dive knife. The ABC dive knife from 20 years ago. Taiwan. It's got the pry tip. So it's not sharp on the tip. You can get in there for prying open some oysters or shells or things. You've got the sharp edge on one side and then the serrate and edge on the other. Nice little dive knife from back in the day. Never got to go diving with it though. I damaged my inner ear and doctor told me, they're like, yeah, you do not, you should not be diving. Your ears are not going to do well. I can't clear. No cricket, spew, or minimalist. I had those. I bought 3 or 4 minimalists. I've used them all for giveaways. And I had a CRKT spew, and I used it for a giveaway. That the 10K giveaway, when I made those kits, I made it was like a mini, small fixed blade, a folder, made some kits, and so I gave away a bunch of them. So basically a lot of those small fixed blades that I had, I used. I do have this CRKT, the Razzle. That's a fixie, right? That's a hog of a fixed blade. This is like choke up, sharp on the edge, and here, almost a hatchet too. Someone go buy my fixies on Dan's Discord. There's some great pricing. Grateful posted that up. That's right. Yeah, see, here we go. I didn't have time beforehand, and I just started going. I mean, we've got classic Mora cans ball. That is a user fixie. And if you don't want the standard or the cans ball, you can get that standard basic Mora. These are sharp right out the box. They work really good. They're not expensive. If you're going camping, Mora is a good fixie. Got that HX Outdoors beast with the sharp edge there for starting fires. I forgot about that one too. And this has got that butt for baiting. See, I keep finding more. That's 3 more right there. 4. CRKT Razzle. Forgot about that one with the chisel. Micarta handle. Let's do this. We're getting somewhere. We're doing things. Are we? Are we? All right, grateful. Let's look at them. Learn more. Accept. I don't. What are you doing? I don't want to review. I just want that to go away. Grateful Dawn. Benchmade, die can. What? Benchmade, die can, fixie, MagnaCut, micarta. MagnaCut. Micarta. It's a cool looking knife, but it's a Benchmade. Paid $300 for it. Can be yours for $150, yo. $150. Donnie's got a homie that has a Norseman, if anyone's interested. I thought you had fixed. Oh, there they are. The Spyderco Bow River 40. The Milita's gone. Oh, I have that too. See, I keep, man. Mud Dog Forge 80. Kubi Dust Devil 50. Civivi Elementum 80. Nafs Lander 100. Ooh, that's a good looking lander too with that blade shape. Can I make this bigger? Boom. Grateful Dong has all these available right now if anyone's interested. And there's another fixed blade that I forgot. And there's another fixed blade that I forgot. And shit. Probably. That's what I got. I need to organize the knives. I need to organize the knives. So if any of these look interesting to anyone, that Spyderco on the top actually is pretty cool. The third one down too. This green one, yeah, that one's dope. And this Nafs, God, they're all nice knives. Spyderco Bow River, $40. Mud Dog Forge, 80. Ramsey says, what steel is the Spyderco? Does it say right there? 8CR13 MOV. Is that AU on that blade right there? Is that like the maker's mark? And then is it etched up on this section here? Looks chunky right here. Good prices for sure. The Mud Dog was $175 for the green one. And he's got it listed at 80. Grateful's passing them along. Get them out so we can get something fresh and new. So fresh and so clean. I found a mini tack from Cold Steel. Little gripper fixie. Right there. I found my Kizer Milita. I actually really enjoy this fixed blade, and I totally forgot about it as well. So you can see how prepped I've been for what we're doing today. Prepped like the wind. I don't even know what that means. And I got this one right here. The Armiger 2. Little Demco neck knife. Armiger 2. That one's fun. Let's see if I move this. over there. I can put this up here. And I can drop this in here. It's like making a puzzle. I keep adding fixed blades. Uh-huh. Right? I have fixed blades. I have no legs. I have no legs. What's the far left honeycomb? This is a Mr. Eddie. So Mr. Eddie has made some knives. He sent this one to me for review when I got that big Mr. Eddie box, and I said this looked cool. One of his early knives. Nice little sharpening choil there. I can't remember the blade steel exactly, but I really like this moon crater effect that's on there. Just kind of hammered it and let it be what it was. It is nice and straight, and the thickness is even across here, but then it's also got those crazy moon crater hammers in it, and then this super thick handle. Terminates really well. All the seams are tight and clean and smooth, and then the pins are great. Like, I don't feel anything on there. It's nice. It's big. Wasn't expecting the kids reference. I don't know even where that came from. I have no legs. I have no legs. We're in good company, Pons. We're in good company. Oh, Robin has a Mr. Eddie too. I feel like I still have more fixed blades. I am in such chaos though right now. I've been wanting to do a count. We should have a vote on the count. People can guess how many knives we could make that a giveaway or something, I suppose, huh? Like, how many knives do I exactly have? TC Blades has a winter blade for sale. $425. Factor B4. Bead blasted. DLC Magna Cuts. If you're in the market, that's a sweet blade. I like it. If I was in the market, I would jump on that. One of these days, I have one of those. Spendy. Anyone know the difference between Spyderco Native 5 and the Native 5 Lite? Wait. Is that a pun too? Wait. Eh? He spelled it W-A-I-T, but it could also be W-E-I-G-H-T? Wait. That's funny. On the Edge, Dream Tech. Purple Zerk Bowler M390. Man, too bad that's a Benchmade. Look at all those jimps. One's missing a washer. What's missing a washer? What's up, Matt? What's missing a washer? One of these? What did I miss? Fixies everywhere. I like them. I've been carrying them a little bit more. Anybody here? How many of you actually carry a fixed blade once in a while? And once in a while meaning how often? Like once a month, once a year, every day? Some people might do like a daily carry. I carried the Burning Stables Forge every day in Blade Show and was actually quite impressed with how it holds up. Where is the sheath for that right now? I don't see it anywhere. But I had it right on that front, like appendix style kind of carry, and it was surprisingly comfortable. I barely could tell it was even there. Matt carries 2 in the backpack. I like fixies, but now carry folders. Hey Rachel, how you doing? Fixies are fun, especially when you get one that's kind of comfortable and it's not too big. What was that one? That CRKT Spew? That one was nice because it wasn't very large, but it had a nice long. But that tip, I feel like I was gonna break that tip off at some point. I don't see any others anywhere. So disorganized right now. Some knives have kind of ended up in places. Oh, I got this butter knife. I actually got this one last year too at Badger. This one I got from a guy. What he would do is he goes and he looks for and he finds old like butter knives and old like kitchen knives that are cool. And so this one here, if I can get it focused, we'll see, maybe. New York Knife Company, Wayland, New York, stamped on there. It's a, got the full tang piece. And then it has these kind of spade looking things. Someone put their initials on it once upon a time. Right? And this one was a butter knife. And so what he did is then he reprofiled it, put the clip on there, and then put the edge on it. And I mean, they weren't very expensive, but he just finds these old, unique, interesting things and then turns them into a sharp edge. That actually has a nice edge on it. It feels good. It was fun. What's up, B. Dixon? And so I picked this up. I think I paid maybe it's 25 or 30 bucks, something like that for it. But I just thought it was cool because of the way that it is. I like the steel spade or whatever this is. Maybe it's aluminum. I don't know. And that little New York stamp on the front. I just thought it was fun. Picked it up. Add it to the collection. Ooh, we got some magnet going on. I was having some magnet issues the other day. What were those? It was like two folders I had next to each other, and they kept going. I was trying to take a picture, and they kept like going boop, because one of them had like somehow gotten a little magnetized, and it was pulling itself to the other one, and I couldn't get them to. The sheriff? Matt wanted to see the sheriff. This one right here. Boom. 154 cm side chunk that the guy had. He makes bigger fixed blades and kitchen knives. And I met him at the Midwest Knife Makers Guild show. And he had several really nice customs on the table. And then he had this one. And I'm like, what is up with that? Do you sell a lot of these? And he's like, that's the only one. He just had an extra little chunk of 154 cm. And he made this and just brought it to the show. And I was like, dude, I love it. It's sick. Does a magnet stick to it? To what? Oh, to this? To see what that is? I guess we could find that out. Except for I don't have my... Oh, man. Oh, because I brought that to work with me. Do I even have, I don't even have a screw thing over here that has the magnet on it. Whatever. It's a cute little fixed blade. Not going to be carrying it. It just sits on my... Oh! Now I do need to go. I got to grab my light. Give me a sec. There's one right here. Kind of thought that was going to die. What? 2? Oh. Excuse me. Burn Stables Forge. We're talking fixed blades. What do you know about it? Clayton, what do you know about the fixed blades? I saw Clayton was live a little earlier. He had to run something. Something was broken in his forge. He had to go get some parts to fix. Look at that, though, Clayton. You made center, although you weren't here at the very initial. I grabbed a bunch, put them on the table, started the live. And since then, I have found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There was 9 or 10 fixed blades I did not have out when I started the live because I still think I'm missing a few. I'm a cluster. Never heard of the what are these things? Are they made out of jello? Why does it look brighter center stage now? Or is it me? Ramsey Son says, check out Bladebinge Stables Forge right here. He's got the link. Go to it. Check it out. Yeah, why don't I ask Clayton about fixies? He apparently has never heard of them. Yeah, my lighting is weird now. Oh, I see. We got to go like this. And then we're really bright. Oh my God. I think I need another one right here. I should think about that. Always got to work on improving. I changed these lighting and now it's kind of, I'm happy with it, not happy with it. Tomorrow I'll be happy with it. Today, I don't even know. I don't even know. So, is anybody looking at any fixed blades right now that they're interested in getting? Wow, that's a little beat up. Look, I use this. I've used my Militar quite a bit. I've gone camping with that a few times and used it. Looks like I need to sharpen it. There's a little spot right there. That one's definitely a good one for the camping outdoor user. Oh.
Dan, how are you doing? Chat, how are yous doing? I've been lurking while getting toasted and eating my dinny din din. Wowza. That's a lot of fixies. I'm getting a Clayton fixie and an under the bridge fixie this year. Bish.
Bish. Thank you, Hate Nate. Getting toasted and eating a little dinny din din, that sounds like a fantastic time, Hate Nate. Glad I can be part of it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Magnus Sluts, ho, ho, ho. Yeah. Slap the focus. Tickle the focus. I don't know. What's up, Hate Nate? Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the 20. Getting that Clayton fixie this year. It'll be worth it. Anyone who's interested, Clayton's got some solid work. He's doing it. Look at this right here. She's a real beaut, Clark. And the Under the Bridge fixie. That's like the one that Grateful has, right? Grateful, how can I see your Under the Bridge fixie? I suppose if I go to you on Instagram, we'll probably be able to find it pretty fast, right? Speaking of, holy, work tough gear, slap. Went to Work Tough Gear's table at Texas. He only posts it every day. It's that one, right? It's this one, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, Under the Bridge. There it is. Yeah. That knife is a rad. Sandy baby, got a fixed knife that has a sheath that straps to the leg. That's cool. It just depends on if it's comfortable for you to wear it. I think my dive knife came with a leg sheath strap. Never tried it, but if I were to go diving, that would probably be where I would strap it. I guess it depends on comfort and like if it's something that you want to actually have strapped to your leg. I would almost say access, unless you're wearing shorts. You can strap it to the outside of your leg. I don't know, almost more of a belt or boot or scout carry. I'm personally, my favorite's kind of in the pocket. Speaking of, let's just go ahead and... Where's my sheath? Where's my sheaths? Oh, my sheaths are all probably still in that bag. I haven't even unpacked those sheaths. I like an in the pocket, like carry. I've got that one here. We can do that. I don't want to go hunting when I can't remember where the hell it is. But for my, all right. All right, hold on. Let's get a little squirrely. Ulti clip on the sheath, right? So then you drop that in the pocket and then clamp down that ulti clip. It's there. Now I've got the full 8-inch Kizer Milita. Boom. It's right there. Look at how slim that is. And you're just, it's right at your pocket, out, use it. Drop it back. It's in there. It's out of the way. I can still get in my pocket and get some other stuff. But boom. That's my favorite carry. Like I said, the appendix or scout carry, if you got a clip, you know, you can put it on your belt like right there. I like that carry a lot too because it's just real easy. And then when it's in there, that doesn't really stick out too much. So that's my preferred, but I think everyone's different. What you want to do is you figure out what you're doing, how often you use it, how often you get it out, how comfortable it is, and what works best for your specific scenario, if that makes sense. Some people love carrying that scout carry. Some people like neck knives. I don't like neck knives personally. I've seen some people will take them and strap them like you got a bag. You can strap it on the bag like right there. Or they even have like harnesses where you can actually have it like it almost is like a holster sheath area. The pockets are the best. Let me grab the other one quick since we're talking. Where I put. I brought that stuff back and I'm missing sheaths for Clayton. Oh my God. The most important fixed blades in my collection. The poop knives. Where are they? They must be with my sheets. I got this poop knife right here. Whoa. I don't even have my juggling. Where did I put everything when I came back? Hate Nate. Burning Stables Hate Nate's gonna message you. Strap it to your thigh. Whenever I river walk, I latch my fixed blade onto my belt. Like right here. Like that. Rachel says, ain't wearing no neck knife. It's like some Final Destination. Well, I mean, if they're small, like some of them, they're designed to be, you know, it's like this. Boom, you know, you got your small little knife. It kind of sits more like a necklace. I had another one, I swear. I think I'd lose everything if it wasn't screwed down. This one, the little Angus, was a neck knife, or is like a neck knife, because it's like a scalpel, so it's small, little pop out user. I don't know if I like those really small, delicate ones. They just are too thin for what I want to do. Finding stuff. All right. Since we're playing the game here. My Gerber strong arm sheath belt carry on the left side. Rachel says, nah, I'm good. Yeah, where's my raw poop knife? This one here. Boom, another example of the Ulti-Clip. Ulti-Clip rules, look at that. Very thin, small, and then just boom. Auxiliary Manufacturing, Reno, Nevada. AEBL, look at that, pow. Just slim, thin, out of the way. I dig that. I carry that like that all day. Let's go ahead and take the pants off. What? Settle down. We're playing fixed blades, we might as well. Might as well. All right, boom. And here is the Burning Stables Forge. Look at that. Right? So I take that out and I boom. Very good. And what's crazy is like, it's really, when it's right there, like when I sit down, it like hugs. If I had like a big belly or something, it would maybe get tucked up in there. But like where it is, it's like literally in a spot where it doesn't really affect. So like when I sit down like this, it's, I mean, here, I'll show you. I'll show you my crotch shot here. I'm sitting. It's right here. You get the shirt out of the way. And it's like, even if I lean forward, it's like there's nothing really, it's not uncomfortable. I thought it would be. Having something in there like that, I thought it would be. But I can sit here at a desk and, not that I'm at a desk all day at work or anything, but I'm sitting down right now and this is actually comfortable. You stand up, it doesn't really stick out very far, right? I got this one here. Man, look at that. I could fixed blade up. Ooh, let's do this one right there. What's everyone think? Ooh, careful. Copper. Give it a smell. Rachel, Santa Baby, there's a lot to learn. Buckle up. I learn more stuff every day. That's one of the things I love about this is I don't know everything. Anybody who says they do is wrong because you can always learn. You can always learn more. There's people out there that can actually know quite a bit, but you always can be blessed with a little more knowledge, a little more insight, a little more thought on something that you might not have thought of before. Hip carry. Yeah, some people, that's the one I don't like. You know, you put one right here. I don't know about that. I wasn't a fan really of this though either. And then I realized that, well, that's crazy. I got this one here and here, and I'm like sitting down. I totally forget that I got all these fixed blades on. All right, we need to. Back to the dark. Santa baby 420, I'm learning a lot. Sorry. That's what I start hearing. To me, it looks like Santa baby, but it's Sanny. What do you know about slip joints? See, we could get right off the fixed blades in about 5 seconds and just jump right into slip joints. Where are my poop knives? How am I supposed to juggle poop knives? I don't even know where my juggling clubs are either, though. Shows you how much I've done since I came back. I brought them all with on the trip. They might be in the back of the car. What's up, Neil? New 15V lightweight will be here on the 10th. Robin's happy to take the blame on that one. So Matt's saying that you got that the sheath will hang down. It's easier when you crawl over rocks and river walking and stuff. I suppose if you're doing that, maybe they're in the bathroom. The poop knives. They should have all been. I thought I unpacked everything. You know what I mean? And I swear they were in that. Which they are not. I mean, who doesn't want a poop knife juggle? You? Oh, it's dark in here. All the shadows. Oh, it's that double. Hold on. Right on the table. Solid poop knife juggling 101. Can't have a fixed blade discussion without the poop knife. Why do I have 4 of them? Just throw this one in there. Wow. This one's easier. I bet you if I had 3 of the wooden handled poop knives, they would actually juggle significantly better. Significant? Is that a word that appropriately pertains to this discussionary topic? I just want to feel safer on my walks home. Yeah. There are several decent little knives that definitely give you some comfort. A little comfort food. Pop up. What was that? All right, I'm gonna drop a couple of these back. I'm a biter. Santa baby, I tell you though, it makes you feel a little more comfortable carrying something, but at the same time, if I were to get in a situation, my first move would be to run. Sure, there could be a scenario where you're not going to be able to do that, and you do have, but I still think the first best move would be to Leave said situation. Kevin Smith and Nas. What the hell, Kevin? Exit stage right. Exit. Hot knife picks. Let's go. This combo though right here from Grateful. The Devo Tall Boy and that Under the Bridge Fixie. Very hot. Very hot. How you doing, Kevin? What are you up to? Help with gadgets. What have I walked in on? I don't know. We're talking fixies. I got a bunch of fixed blades on the table. This is actually not all of them. I do have a few in my pockets I've been kind of holding, and we've been talking sheaths, carries, how do you carry them, what styles, shapes you like, etc. The knife world is fun. All right, so let's go back to Grateful Dawn. Kevin Smith and Nas fell asleep. That's always fun to get a nice little nap. The body is the best EDC. So many uses, just need to learn. I'm sorry. It'd be nice to meet a nice female, have her come over and train. Sounds fun. I was juggling poop knives. Yeah, I certainly was. I'll do it again. How you been? Help with gadgets. Couple nice carries from Grateful. All right. Hot. Okay, so this is the one that Grateful just sent. We'll have to go look because I can show you Paul did something to this bad boy right here. So here's your two under the bridge. Yeah. Oh, I like the logo too. It's like bridge, circle, Circle K. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Kevin says he carries one every day. Yeah, those look great. What's this Last Meadow online? I don't want this. Is this an ad? How do I make this? I didn't ask. That's what it was. So check out Grateful's Sheepdog. Let's see. We'll have to go to Mr. Paul. Come on, really? There it is. Hold on. Boom.
Hey, real quick, I need all yours help. Burning Stables Forge, need to pick between two knives. It's between the Lemmy or the Kizer. Kisses.
All right, here we go. Real quick. Hate Nate needs help. He's trying to pick between the Lemmy or the Kizer. All right, so Burning Stables Forge. There's the zip. Am I not going to see the pictures? There. Okay, there's the Lemmy. Okay, between the Lemmy and the Kizer. This is the Lemmy. A lot of jumps, point, finger choil. Okay. Actually, let's do this. All right. And then, oh, I know. Yeah. Oh, that one looks sick, bro. All right. It's not, the picture's not letting me. We're going to do this one. All right. So he's trying to choose between the Lemmy and the Caius. I think they're both fantastic, but I can guarantee you which one I would pick immediately. Why not both, says J1 Doobie. Robin says they both are great. Have a Lemmy, want a Caius. I vote Caius. Because then he has to make both. Yeah. This one. No offense to the Lemmy at all. No offense to the Lemmy at all. And this doesn't even have to, forget the handles. Look at that blade shape. Oh, look at the gyps on that son of a pig. Oh my God, it makes me warm and fuzzy inside. I almost like that better than the Motley. Damn. I mean, yeah. Even if you look at that Lemmy, it's, the Caius. The Jimp's a little different on that batch. Yes, please. Bro. God, I wish my PC was an inch. Look at that. It's that close. How do I get rid of this? Update. We've introduced it. Learn more, accept. I don't want to accept. Warnie for the win. I mean, does anyone vote for the Lemmy? I mean, you can go either way. This one's also a fantastic knife. That point will get in there and do work just as well. This one's more my style. Hate Nate. The wood on this is pretty hot too. Kind of gives me a warm vibe of joy. That's the old Lemmy. Got to take it off the set. Oh, if it's all... Okay, here's what I say, Burning Stables, is never take old stuff off the sites. You can say it's not available anymore, it's discontinued, but I feel like people, it's like, what is it? I was on KC's or whatever, and it's like, he doesn't have, you want to look up something old. Oh yeah, it looks like this. It's like, oh, what did that look like? Can I go to your page and look at them? Like, no, they're not on there anymore. It's like, well, why wouldn't you have old models on there? Even if they're no longer, you could even say discontinued, or we don't make those anymore, or they've been updated or stuff. But it's like, people like to see everything. There should almost just be like a gallery section to show off stuff that you don't do anymore. But everybody gets to do how they want to do, and that's fine. Power outages here. The Damascus ones, you're going to give it a new name and still do it. Right on. Updates. So I can get that if you're making changes and stuff to it. But like I guess what I'm more seeing it as is it's like when you have a model that there was a limited release, for example. Like you're making them, they're handmade one at a time. A little bit different than like if you're doing like a run of like 300 Lushes. And now we're going to do another one. It's the Lush V2 or whatever. But then why not still keep the Lush pictures of the original Lush up on the page? Even though you can't buy it anymore, you only get the V2, you can still kind of see the old models. That's what I don't know. I guess I'm, like an archivist? Is that a word? I'm an archivist. I'm gonna call it right now. Grateful Dong says, or Hate Nate's telling Dong he's got to change his undies. Imagine the Caius with titanium scales. How do you... Ooh. Fixed blade titanium scales. That's something I don't have. Titanium scales on a fixed blade? Tell me more. Is there even such a thing? Micro milled titanium scales? Hot. How about the Elton all polished and blinged out, right? Call it the Rebel or the Idol. Something, yeah? I like that. I almost like the Rebel more. That's fun. Dude, I'm on board with this shape though right here. So Hate Nate. Hate Nate looks like he's decided. We helped him decide. How do you, am I pronouncing that? The Caius? Clayton, am I pronouncing that right? Caius? Caius? The Caius? I'm gonna give you big fat Caius. Ice storms. We had ice this morning. It was raining, but it was right on that verge, and so it kind of froze for a while. So it was like I had a sheet of speckle ice all over my windshield. Actually had to get the scraper out, and then it looked like it like literally was raining and snowing at the same time. So it was just turning that rain into frozen. Is that something? There was no snow. It was just went straight to ice. Speckles of ice. Caius. It's a rock band from the 90s. Caius. I listened to music like that in the 90s. I don't... 90s rock. I mean, I was all about that. I'm going to have to look that up now. Which I will. I will. And then I'll be like, I've heard this. I've heard that. Not gonna stop until SAT. Might not have power by tomorrow. That's not fun. No power is rough. It's like gotta get everything out of the fridge. I got some meat in the fridge that's gonna go bad. Slayer. The Slayer. Right here's the Slayer, bro. Sounds cool. I like me a good old blade, you know what I mean? Even a chomp like this. And this is ridiculous. Tell me, why do you need 4 pounds of D2 in a hand monster? Why? Why not? Why not? Queens of the Stone Age was from Caius. There you go. I know Queens of the Stone Age. I really do need to start making some vids, though. I've got to finish what everyone think of my first montage for the Blade Show, the drive out with Donnie, and then I pulled some clips from the live stream, and then day 1. I got to do day 2, and then the drive back. But man, that takes a long time. Folks that do videos where they take a bunch of clips and they edit stuff together with music and things, man, that takes a lot of work. I respect people that spend time doing that. Video was awesome. Thanks, Hate Nate. We're gonna make videos like that in Atlanta. I think I want to make, I don't want to go I want to be in the moment. I want to spend more time just having some fun and not worrying about making some vids. But I also think a couple times doing some live streams or whatever with the crew, running around at places, Also fun. So we'll definitely be doing that. Geo Knife in the chat. How's Geo Knife doing today? Is my focus bad again? Geo, have you ever thought about doing fixed blades? Has Geo Knife done anything fixed blades? It's all folders, right? We're kind of talking about fixed blades tonight. Got a bunch of fixies out on the table, although we were talking about the ethereal cutter earlier. I love mine. Talking about the crossbar lock and the spring tension on it. And Thomas got one. The spring tension was a little tight. Mine's tight, but I actually like the I like it on there. Everyone go check out Geo. They've got some cool designs though. Making some fun stuff. But yeah, Geo, do a fixie. We'll buy a fixed blade. Right? What kind would they do? Sometimes what's interesting, oh yeah, I have more right here. I've ran out of room. I've got other fixies just out of view. Over here, over here. Here's a Mora. Here's a Mora. I've got one in the kitchen. This is the Mora, what is this, the cans ball? This is the bigger Mora, thicker. You can see that blade thickness. Full tang, or like more of a full tang. These only go to here with the blade. This one goes to there. I asked myself that about shed knives. 2 pounds of 154. How cool is that? Give me 2 pounds of 154 CM. That would be rad. I'd take it. The Razzle Nax. Ah, yes. The thickness. Gerber 525, still sour taste in your mouth. Local guy messed it all up. What's the Gerber 525? Vintage Gerbil. Oh, so you had one and someone messed it up? That's unfortunate. Here's one on eBay. Gerber model 525. Wow, that's cool looking. Look at the finger grooves on there. I wonder if there's a better non-eBay. Wow, that's a neat looking knife. That's fun. Are you down with the thickness? That's great. Yeah, that's actually really cool. Sometimes these little finger grooves aren't always what you're looking for, but in this case, I asked him to sharpen it, and he just. Do you still have it, Rachel? If you do, I want to see it. I want to see pics. Show it to me. What did he do? Just turn the blade? Just oh, and now it's a little shorty. Dude, could you imagine turn this into a little shorty Warncliffe with that handle on it? Oh, Fixed blade Friday might be my new thing. Got to carry a fixed blade on a Friday. I do want to carry fixed blades more, but knowing how they are and knowing that I can take this and comfortably, ooh, look at the boxers, baby. Got the red. That just fits. And I mean, I carried it all day. We're talking 2 full days at Blade Show with that right there. And it's crazy how comfortable that actually is. Good size on this knife too. Definite chomp for some beating. But it fits in my hand. A little bit of handle sticking out the back. This perfect size choil for my hand specifically. The jimps on there. And then boom, and I'm comfortable. I can sit back down, leave that there. I forgot I even had that sitting right there like that. It's pretty cool. Got to live 1/4 inch fixies. Yeah, quarter. Yeah, that would be like down in like one of like these, and you're like, all right, bow, bop right on the head with that. I mean, look at that. Okay, okay, and then all the way back to the bottom right here, and we can just. She dense, very dense. I'll send pics of him taking off the label, and the blade looks like crap. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. What do you do? Tell him he's got to buy you a new one. That's what you do. Be like, all right, bro, you need to make this right. Especially it's a discontinued, like you can't get these anymore. Why is that? Like someone should be able to make one. All right, now we got sidetracked with that. I want to go back to this quick. So this is Dong's sheepdog. I'm tired and autocorrect sucks. It's okay. It's all good, Ramses. Gotta love 1/4 inch fixies. And then I picked up, we get it. We get it. It's all good. With my eyes lately, I'm texting and I'll spell stuff wrong all over the place. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even see that. It sucks. I need to start wearing cheaters. Not good. So you got your classic, beautiful looking Kizer sheepdog. And then when Paul gets a hold of it, you get this. What do we think? Cut, stab. Look at the size of that flecking hole. I'm calling Spyderco right now. Boom. Yeah, so that. You could go with this, or you could get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. This is where it's at. That's the most badass of the badass sheepdogs. Paul improves everything. What's up, Mersalt? Paul does some things. Paul does some things. That's quite the hole right there. And it's got the eyelashes because the Kizer right here, the logo. So he cut, but the thing is I don't know, I don't mind it at all. See, it's just got a couple little eyelashes blink, 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 at the top of the eyeball. She purdy. She purdy. Yep. Say anything Moorish? Gotta go eat dinner, hamburgers and fries. Right on, Clayton. Hey, give Clayton the old burning stable salute. Boom. Slap. Keep up the good work, dude. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great dinner. Have a classy dinner. Get to work on them sexy knives for all the folks out here. Moorish. I'd like more-ish. This Kubi is pretty wild too. Little anno project on the Kubi hamster. That's fun. Cut, stab. Go get your dinner. I'll be live till 9-ish. 6 to 9. Central Standard Time every Thursday. My one consistent day. Although Saturday mornings are also consistent. Good old Saturday morning coffee. Oh. Hmm. Ooh. Ooh. What did he do? Ugh. I mean, what did he stick it in the garbage disposal and turn it on? That's what it looks like he did. He looks like he stuck it in a blender. Wow. I feel like this would be something, this could be like a project that you could turn this into a different blade shape or really get in there and grind the sides. Oh my God. Like, I don't understand. It's a little out of focus, but that's not that you can still see like all these, like this, what in the hell did he do? Just beat the hell out of it. Yeah. It's unfortunate that some folks out there that just don't do quality work and don't, like, I would say that if you gave someone a knife and they gave it back to you like that, it would be like, it looks like you're going to be buying me a new knife, bro. What did you just do? You just ruined this knife. You're going to be paying for that. Ugh. Sorry to that. How long ago did that happen? Was that kind of recent or a while ago? Now, if this one was real, this was a post from yesterday. Then like, yeah, when it's an April Fool's joke, but you still really think you want it. Right? Tell me you don't want it. You're like, okay, this is totally April Fool's, but how many people would order this? Dude, that Protect, that fork would fire out, dude. That fork would just blast out of there, dude. Grateful recently destroyed some scales trying to rock texture. Ended up bad. Oh. You're going to have to send me pics of that, bud. You're going to have to send me pics of that, bud. Rachel, I think we could do somebody could try. I don't have the capabilities right now. If I had the grinders and stuff and like some practice, but like I would think that maybe someone might be able to go in and kind of clean that up, blast it down, reshape it. It'd be a whole different knife, but be better than kind of what it is now. What was the scale material on what, Hate Nate? Oh, for Grateful, what he was trying to rock texture? Yeah, what material were you trying to rock texture? Yeah, we all have bad experiences. Everybody's like, dude, you'd sell out of these. If it's April Fool's, but I want it. I need it. Can this be real? I'll take one. Everybody would order this. $290 ProTech Auto Fork. You know? Zerk? Dong. You were trying to rock texture a chunk of Zerk? Mm. Send me a pic so I can lament with you, bro. Only the clip side. Wow. Wow. Sirens blasting for Kevin Smith and Knives. Wind, rain, ugly out there. Stay safe, Kevin. We got some storms coming in. A mayo spreader and a comb for your hair. Protect mayo spreader. There's KC. What's up, Knives Fast? We've been talking, well, we got kind of sidetracked by some stuff. Oh. But we've been talking fixed blades. KC made a fixed blade or two. I actually had one, but I gave it to Stacy. Stacy wanted one, and she's a sweetheart. So I don't have one of those anymore. Oh, Grateful. You should post. I mean, you can share in the Discord, and we'll all look at them and cry with you. I practice on some G10, but the Zerk is different. They're slightly different materials. Slightly different. Stacey uses it all the time. See? That's great. Mine would sit there like this, and I just knew Stacy was like, yeah, I didn't even have to think about that. Hate Nate's sobbing like a baby right now. Apex, or Robin says, what tool did you use, Dong? Didn't he say it was a Dremel? Oh. Why, God? Why? Can we feel the pain? Doesn't that stuff spark? What was the stuff Donnie was sanding that was just all sparking and starting on fire when he was sanding it? It was wild. Looked like poop on titanium. Oh. You guys get bold. Get wild and bold, trying some crazy stuff. Sometimes that's what it takes. Magnesium. I don't remember what it was. Donnie had some stuff that he was sanding for backspacers or whatever it was, and it was just throwing sparks. It was just throwing sparks and starting fires, which is crazy. The F5.5. Which one's the 5.5? F5.5. Were we looking at that? Am I losing my mind right now? Was that one that he had up for sale? Or is that the thing that he was trying to sand and do things to. Is this what he was trying to do it to? Can probably be fixed with the right kind of grinder. Anybody else feel the pain right now? DLC and Zerk scales, and then the Zerk has been attempted by the donger. Yeah. Painful. Painful. Is that one on line? DLC. Wow, that looks nasty. Oh, I love this. Sad face. It will be fixed. It will be fixed. We can all hope that the fixing gods can make it happen. It's not terrible. I mean, I thought you said you ruined it. I mean, you guys want to see? Oh, that's not the right one. Oh, we're back here. I mean, you know, it's not as bad as Rachel's experience, right? I think Rachel's ended up worse. I mean, it's not terrible. Hate Nate's like, man, that's not bad. It's really, I mean, you could kind of even refine this a little bit more. See some of these smaller secondary ones you got here. Throw one of those like here, 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 here. You know what I mean? Like, I honestly think you could really make this pretty sweet. These smaller ones, see these little smaller facets? You got a big facet that goes all the way up, and a couple of these little smaller ones. Throw one of the smaller ones in between the A's coming up through there. Maybe a couple more of these just right over the top of these gaps. Rachel says she'll swap you straight up. It really, yeah. Robin, I agree. It needs a little work. But I think that you could go in there and you refine some of them with a steady hand, add a few more strategically placed, and I think you could make something out of this that you actually end up really liking. Yeah, it doesn't need to be symmetrical. but sometimes there's like a certain, I don't know if it's not symmetrical, but it's like uniform strategic placement, right? But I feel like I can see just there's like a few, put another little facet right here, another one right across there, one right in through there, maybe skip one here and here, but then throw one here, maybe a couple here, a few more maybe popping around the pivot. And I think you could actually make this look really, really good. Need the right kind of grinder, right? Just the right spinny that you can get in there and just get that nice whoop. Oh, that's nice. And you kind of give it a little more. Maybe refine one side. I don't know. Grateful. I think it looks pretty good. For trying it out with only one test with some G10, you went for it. You went for it. I commend thee. Have you shown Paul yet? Have you shown Paul? Have you met Ted? Have you shown Paul? Because that's the be all end all. Compared my before and after, just needed sharpening, took 2 months, and they destroyed it. Yeah, I don't know what he did. It was almost like he had a 4-year-old that got a hold of it and threw it in the garbage disposal. That's what I feel like happened. Dong ain't scared. He ain't scared. No, my mortgage lady sent me a couple messages. It's like every day. Hate Nate says to Grateful Dong, are you gonna? You gonna? Yo, you gonna? You gonna? Gonna what? You gonna show Paul? You gonna try to fix it? We just need to get Grateful another grinder tip. 2 months before you met the group, yeah, Rachel, we all start somewhere. Back in the day, I used to buy some stupid assisted opening knives. I used to love gas station knives, but then I realized I still love gas station knives. I mean, we're talking knives here, but we also have a motorbike pulling up to a gas tank, Did I hear that right? You're on Grinder? No, I'm on Only Feet. Only Dan's on Only Feet. 13s. Big toe 13. Try to fix it with a hand grinder. Not my style. Never hate Nate. Never. Never. Not possible, kid. Come on. Kidding me? You got to be kidding me. I sharpen. I'm working on a channel. It's only knife sharpening, but with feet. And how well can you sharpen? My first one I ever did was Rachel's. You saw it. That's what you get when you do a foot sharpen. Only armpits? Oh my God. Dude, because we could be like, you ever shave a armpit with a razor? People pay money for that. What can you do with moras? I got Moras. We are losing it tonight. Where am I? Only knives with feet. Anybody want to become a subscriber? Well, I'd have to make them like 50 cents. What's the subscription? It's 50 cents. Wait, what? Wait. Where do I what? Pit dreads? Dude, how do you really have to get the pits going to like start dreading them out? Pit dreads. That's some wild, wacky stuff. Never been on OnlyFans, but heard there's an audience for everything. Yeah, I have I've never really needed to pay. Only dong. There is an audience for everything, though. He's a pie sitter. He sits in pies. What? I got a whole channel for it. I'm a pie sitter. If it works, I mean, I don't know. It depends on how much you want to degrade yourself. But then the thing is what if you like sitting in pies, you know? What's up, Jack? And then someone wants to pay you to do something that you like to do. I'd like to get paid to do stuff I like to do. Goof off. Yeah. Crazy stuff out there. Where are the knives, man? Where are the knives? I need to count my knives. Am I going to have to do like a competition guess? Let everyone guess how many knives I'm up to? Do I have 500? 550? Is it more in the 4 or something? What's up, Bob Tism? This is where the cool kids are. I'll eat cheeseburgers. I could eat a cheeseburger. I don't know what I'm eating for dinner tonight. I'm not real hungry actually at the moment, but I still don't know what I'm eating. Look at all that space I just created. I get another fixed blade up in there. Oh, look, I got one. Can I get this one in there? Got another one in there. I keep finding more fixies. So, I do love the ABW slip joint. I've still been carrying it. I've been liking it. But, man, something about this one right here. KB El Dorado. Ooh, it's bigger. So it's definitely closer to that full size. I got a full hand grip. Something about the classy look of this bad boy. Right here. Right here. Similar, but different. I am really liking this, though. We're not hippies, we're slippies. Angled micro milling is definitely one of my favorites. I'm realizing that. I've got that on several different models. But angled micro milling texture on titanium is awesome. I really like it. Gotta work tomorrow. See y'all later. Rachel, thanks for hanging out. Fun time, always. Sleep well. I've never had a slippy with a clip. I've never had a slippy with a clippy. Focus here. I feel like I have a couple other slippies with clippies. But of course, I will not be able to find them. Something about the classic stag on the slippy. My Rosecraft Stinking Creek sow belly with the stag. It really makes me happy. Something about a slip joint with a classic like wood. My more recent one, the peanut. This one's great too. Definitely a smaller knife. This would be a good one for like the spot when I don't want to carry like the ABW slip. It's definitely smaller. This is the Rosecraft peanut. Really nice half stop. Look at that thing. Just drop it in your hand. Ooh. Right? It's tiny. Definitely prefer, you know, this. But something about that smaller one for that little fifth pocket carry. And it's just that classic peanut. I dig. New box headed my way next week. Waiting on some stuff to show up. Right on, Ramsey's. I look forward to it. Baptism enjoys the Rosecraft mule. Thick peanut right here. For a smaller knife, though, that is great. Boom. That is great. Liking this this one too would be a fun one. I'd carry more when I'm carrying a bigger one. Bow Trapper. Another Rosecraft. And I do have the Rosecraft slip joint that I'm using for a giveaway. Thanks to Ken Fixed for picking it up, for having me pick it up in Texas. This one right here. It's Barlow. Boom. Another classic stag. Fun slippy. Edwards. What's up? So this one will be a giveaway pretty soon. Dig it. This is a good shape, good hand size. Index finger out on that tip, getting in for doing some work. They're never going to be my main carry, but secondary carry all day. I'm always going to, I've been carrying 3 knives. Standard 3 knives lately. Today, it was this. I had boom, boom, boom. Whoa. Gecko Pictus, Tempest Tornado, ABW Slippy. So that was my carry for today. Pretty much always going to have something to that effect. And the slip joint. The fifth pocket slip joint has become a very standard issue. So smaller ones like that are going to be great. Even the little fifth pocket, not a slip joint, but like the old college try with that new laser mark I did on there. What's up, Mike Briggs? Sorry I'm late to the party. Had to replace a dishwasher and some plumbing. How did it go? Get it all taken care of? I wish I had a dishwasher. Kind of focusing on fixed blades today, Mike. Big Mark. Beast. Here's a beast right here. But then you're like, okay, well, that is a beast. You got a 1/4 inch of D2. What would you say if I said I could hide that whole thing behind this blade? And not the handle, just the blade. Boom. Success. Right on, Mike. Always nice to get it done. Did you have to go back to the store 3 or 4 times? That's how it usually works for me. Cracks me up. You only can carry a slip joint in Michigan. You can open carry, but you can't have a locking knife. Isn't that wild? I have a dishwasher. It's my hands. I have that same one, Ron. Boom. I do want to make a Bowie knife. Obviously, I won't make one that big right off the bat, but... And I won't make one this small either. Well, maybe. Captain's Bowie. One of my favorites right here. I love this thing. Boosh. Excellent size for daily carry fixie. Ground fog. What is up? Oh, wow. Am I live? What do we got going on up here? All right, we are going. Oh, my tab crashed. Did I glitch out at all in the live? My tab for it just crashed up there. Old dishwasher, 15 years, no complaints. 15 years, that ain't bad run. Ramsey's, Leatherman, Arc, Leatherman Squirt, Demco 20.5, Demco 20.5, Kunwu Chad, Spyderco Bodacious S30, Spyderco Shaman, Takray Tyrant. You carry all those today, Ramses? Got 2 Demcos. You got a dual wield something, right? It's Memorex. Thought this was Memorex. Hope everyone in the chat is having a great day. Ron Dobbins, I hope you're having a great day too. My focus is definitely having a field day. Newest on the table. What's everyone think? Ooh, thoughts on the new Sea Fox? Smaller, tight in the hand. It's only a memory. Look at that though. Thumb out here. Push it into some cuts. Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Yeah. Marco live in color he is.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes.
Storms changed your dinner plans. You guys are getting, some of you guys are getting some crazy storms. Dom's getting them. Kevin Smith and Knives getting some crazy storms right now. Trish in the house. Dan. What's going on, Trish? We're talking fixed blades today. Well, and other things. Kind of focusing on the fixies, the newest one, the new Sea Fox. Absolute just dream in the hand. What's Trish been up to tonight? Should make a Thursday Night Live carry in Discord, and we can go through and look at everyone's Thursday carries. Like TKE used to do that on Saturday mornings. We could probably do that. We could probably set that up. Trish just got back from Alabama. Welcome back. Ron Dobbins carried a TRM Neutron Titanium Scales Winter Blade Mirage and a Big Idea pry bar. Big Idea titanium pen and a Fossil watch. Fossil watch. Dope. Which Big Idea pen you have? I like the baseline bolt action. I got titanium and the copper one. Shout out to Big Idea Design. Brantley gave this one to me at Blade Show. What a sweetheart. I told him I love this one, and I was having trouble getting patina on it because I use it all the time. Like, well, if you have another one, you won't use this one every time, all the time, and then maybe it will develop a little bit more patina. But I love it. This pen is great. It works really good for me. Sits in my hand nice. Just feels good. The clip is really good too. So when I put that in my pocket, it holds. It doesn't move. It sits in there nice. You can bump at it and it doesn't fly out like some clips I've had on pens. Ron Dobbins got the same one. Baseline bolt action pen. They're like $60. 65 maybe. It's a solid pen. You get it in titanium. You can get it in DLC titanium. You get it in copper, brass. A couple different like this is the, I don't know what they call this, matte grayed out titanium. They have like another one that's a little bit shiny, or I don't know. Is this Kansept Little Main Street still available on Bladebinge? It is. I might pick that up. Couch micarta. It's the Little Main Street, but it's got the inset liner lock on it. I have the Little Main Street. I had it before. Didn't I put it right back here? Yep. Whoops. It would be a great little fifth pocket. Like I was saying, the little slip joints and stuff. This would be an awesome fifth pocket. I actually love the way this one looks with the Ultim and the spring, but I will cut my hand. I've gone like that and caught myself with this crossbar. So I want to get one that doesn't have the crossbar lock. And Grateful had mentioned that he saw one on the binge. So I might pick that up. $40. 154 cm. Small. Wait, blade length is 3.4. That's not the Little Main Street. It says Little Main Street. Blade length 3.4 inches. Well then, is this like the Micro Mini Main Street? 2 1/4 at best. What does this say? Little Main Street. So you just must have the wrong measurements on there. That's got to be the wrong measurements. Blade length 3.4 inch. Mike Briggs just got a new laser, trying to come up with a pattern from a Dixon. Cool. Some of those newer small lasers are really good. They have the right programming to do what we want to do, versus mine at work, big machines don't. SRK Survival Rescue. Bob Tism got a Forrest Hanks round table EDC pen. Janky, but you love it. Well, that's what, if it works good. What's janky about it that you love? 3.4 inch. That must be the regular Main Street. They're just grabbing the wrong. Yeah, that's this. The blade length of a regular Main Street is 3.4. Wow, focus. 3.4. Regular Main Street. But you can see in the photo it says Little Main Street on the blade versus this just says Main Street. Wow, come on, focus. You just absolutely hate me, don't you? Really? Whatever. Whatever. Excaliburs are great. I would like a lefty Excalibur, but not in the cards anytime soon. I'm gonna have to be real picky with my knife buying for the next future. It's gonna be rough. I'll do my best. I got to get into a new mode.
At On the Edge Eek became a member.
Welcome back. Welcome to the gas station. On the Edge, thank you. Appreciate it, bud. I will have to be selective, though, with what I'm buying for the next little while. I just need to readjust to a new format with my mortgage and just make sure I don't overspend or whatever and stay on track. It's going to be costing me more per month, but it will be towards building the ownership of the house rather than rent. So that is good. But I'm definitely trying to be spending conscientiousness. So yeah, not going to be buying an Excalibur soon. But we could do this. Bow. The man downsized baptism. Got a statement. Oh, we're paying you too much. Oh, that's bullshit. That is bullshit. All right, 5 gift memberships going out. Who we got them? We got Joey. We got Ken Faulkner. Saw him at Blade Show. We got etc. EDC Indiana. And Knife to Meet You. Throw some emojis in the chat for the new sponsors. You get those for a month. YouTube lets me give some away every month, so there it is. I love seeing the names pop up in Instagram. Oh, jumping on Instagram, you start seeing people. You're like, oh, there's Grateful Dong. Oh, there, yeah. You start really, yeah. We all cross-platform it. I post photos on there, but not enough. I want to post more, but I just get caught up, and then I didn't take a photo that day. And oh, I got to do my pocket check. Did I post that? I don't think I posted that today. This is my brain ever squirreling in different directions, and I don't have the capacity to control. Yeah, I have not done. I've filmed it, but I haven't uploaded my daily pocket check yet today. I did post up a video on the Sea Fox, so that's going. I need life to slow down. I'm getting ramped up for my disc golf league starts in 3 weeks. I still don't have weekly trophies made yet, and I'll start making those soon. Yikes. Oh, I got to order those shirts. Man. Plus, I need to set up that page. I'm going to fix that. We do have these over on Sticker Mule. I got to set up some different colors and stuff. But if anyone's interested, you can go to this link right here over at Sticker Mule. If you want to buy a shirt. I have not marked these up. I'm working on a little storefront marketplace at Sticker Mule. Right now, all I have up is one t-shirt by Dan Kenman. I can adjust the price on these if I want to make money off of it. But I didn't. I've got them at $19 free shipping. That hell of a deal, you know, for a t-shirt, a custom t-shirt for under 20 bucks shipped. I'm not pushing them. I didn't really mark them up because I'm not really having them out there for people to buy so that I can make money. I just know that there's a few selective you out there that do want to have a shirt. And there you go. I enjoy the shit out of my KDK shirt. Thanks, Bob Tism. Good chilling with you. Awesome deal. 19 bucks. Right now, the only one in there is black, and it's got the KDK Simpsonized squirrel logo. I wore one, this exact shirt at Blade Show. Originally, Bluminati did design my logo, but not this one. He designed, where is it? Let me show you. So yes, Bluminati helped. This was back a couple of years ago. I have since kind of changed my thoughts. I think AI is going in a direction that I don't like, so I kind of started pulling away from it. No shade or anyone who does use AI or whatever, if that's what you want to do, but I'm kind of pulling away from and trying not to. I'm just not a fan of what's happening. But this was my original Bluminati assisted, AI assisted logo. It's a fun logo, right? But notice there's a fourth finger on this hand and not on this hand. There's an extra tongue underneath the main tongue. You know, it's cool. So what I did is I took this photo or this image, and I'm an artist. I just, you know, at the time I was also supporting. I gave some money to Bluminati in support. He didn't ask for much, but I gave him a little more because it was like, I liked what he was doing. He helped me out, spent a couple hours on it, you know, and I like supporting. So this is a cool logo. It's fun. And then the AI started getting out of control, and I just, whatever, without getting into it. So I imported it into Photoshop. And then what I did is I traced the outline of the whole thing. So then I had a base outline, and then I refilled it in and changed it and basically Simpsonized it. So yeah, it's very similar, but I've gone back and since I've redrawn it. So instead of being a full AI, it was like, now we took that rendering, I drew over the top of it, flattened some stuff out, got rid of like the shadows. You know, I kept like in the mask, you can see some shadowing that I drew, kind of added on there, but made it kind of generic. But the body doesn't really have any shadows on it. I kind of cut into two different colors into the body, and then the knife, made sure I got rid of that extra finger, so it's just 3 fingers on each hand. No extra tongue in the mouth. Actually changed the KDK. I made it a little smaller. You can see both feet. And that's where I'm at. Offensive squirrel is the best. Little offensive murder squirrel. Yeah, it's fun. I love them both. They're both cool. I still have some stuff of this. I still have some of that logo available. But I've kind of been moving on and more kind of moving into this one now, which I think is fun. I don't really watch The Simpsons anymore, but I've always liked the Simpsonized kind of style. And so I have a bunch of these magnets. I'll be giving them away. On the Edge. Not a total designer, but can take ideas and make them. I'm not printing and cutting stickers. Not printing? Or you are? What? Ron's asking on the Edge, how long did it take to get the Mini Excalibur? Seems like it takes a few months. I will have some of these in sticker form. I don't. I have stickers still of the other one. I did have a few pins. I don't really have any pins left. Those have all pretty much sold. I just got a couple of these still that I'll probably just keep. But these were kind of fun. And I was having patches made. You guys, I haven't given you the update on the patches. Interesting situation with the patches. In December, I found a company, talked with them about ordering patches, sent them my logo. They drew something up. It had a few little glitches and spots and stuff on it. So On the Edge is actually making stuff. So if anyone's interested. So they edited it out. They fixed a couple little glitches that were they had in it that I addressed. I okayed it, and then they went to make 100 patches for me. And then it ended up taking, like, the whole process, it was kind of slow and kind of whatever. But they finally got there and then finally responded, got the correct one. I said, yep, go for it. And they said, okay, give us a week, and then we'll have them done. And it was like 3.5 weeks later, and I messaged them. And I'm like, any updates? And they're like, oh, well, just a few more days. And it was like another week or two. And then they're like, oh, we got them done. And they sent me a photo, and they used the wrong file that had the errors in it. And I'm like, dude, these are unacceptable. This has got, look, you can see the errors that you okayed that you were fixing, or you fixed and showed me them fixed. And they're like, yeah, sorry about that. That was our bad. We'll remake them. They'll be done in a few days. And that was when I kind of asked everyone, I'm like, what's everyone think? You know, I'm kind of starting to feel a little weird about this transaction. And they basically said, oh yeah, you know, we'll have them fixed in like 3 days. And so I was like, well, I'm going to see what happens in 3 days. Well, 3 more weeks went by. And so I was like, well, it's been 3 weeks. These are done. I'm not ordering from them. I gave them a $30 deposit. I'll probably just lose that and just call it a day. And they messaged me like, oh, well, we've got them done. Like 3.5, now just like last week. They're like, oh, we've got them, they're done. And I'm like, to be honest, I don't have a good feeling about this, and I'm not comfortable sending you any money. I'd just like to honestly just cut the losses. Ultimately, I feel like the customer service is really bad. Just give me a refund and I will look elsewhere. And instantly they're like, oh, no. You know, we've got them fixed. We've got them done for you. And I'm like, yeah. And I wanted to bring them to Blade Show, Texas. And I'm already home from Texas. This has been like 3 months. And I'd sue them for $30. I could dispute it with PayPal. Long story short, the last message they sent me was, we're gonna you don't have to send us money, we will mail them to you. Basically, they're mailing me 100 patches, and if I like them, I'm supposed to send them money for them. So I don't know. We'll see how long it takes before these patches show up, what they look like when they get here. I'm not the type of person who's just going to drop, never message them again, block them, and then keep their patches. Like, if they get here and I don't like them, I'm going to tell them, hey, I don't want these. You need to give me a shipping label and pay for me to ship them back, and I'll ship them back to you, and you can just keep them. If they're good, and they would consider giving me a solid discount for the 3 months that it took, and the inability, I told them, I'm like, dude, I would have had them. I would have went to Blade Show. I would have given them away at Blade Show. I would have said, this is where I got these. Aren't these great patches? And given you maybe some business. But in this case, it's like, no, apparently not. Stacy's the artist on the Edges logo. Nice. Stacy's got some great stickers and the great logo and stuff too. I love the owl and the green sticker. But I've got the artwork. I'm happy with the artwork. I did want these PVC patches. They looked like they were going to be cool. I will maybe eventually order some from another company that will do PVC patches. So, yeah. I don't know. I told them, I'm like, I don't want them. I'm no longer, I just don't feel comfortable giving you guys any money. So there's no sense in us continuing. And that's when they were like, okay, well, we're going to ship them to you. I don't know. Let me show you the picture. What if the patches show up and they look like Dong's logo? Well, then I'd send them money. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate you hanging out. So, I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's leaving a really bad taste. Right? They look like they might be good patches, though. And I do want PVC patches. But it's like, I just wanted to tell them, just cancel it. I'll be done. I'll order them from someone else. But apparently these are in the mail on their way to me. So then I'm going to have to decide what it is I'm going to do. I'm not just going to steal them from them. But if I don't like them, I'm going to make them pay to ship them back. And like, if you want these back, I don't want them. You give me a shipping label and I'll throw them back in the mail for you. I'm not really into taking advantage. Even if a company screws up, then I just want to part ways, you know, and be like, look, you need to learn from your mistake. You can look at the 100 patches of mine that you made that you screwed up and ruined and lost the business, and you can use that for inspiration to make your business better. But I don't know. So I got a pile of these on the way. Anybody have any thoughts? Anybody have any thoughts? If they don't give me a discount, yeah, I'm not paying full price. If they want me to pay full price for it, then I'm going to be like, nope, you can just send me a shipping label and I'm sending them back. we'll have to wait and see. Because I do want these patches. And I would love to be able to, you know, I wanted them for, you know, obviously to have, but I wanted to give them, you know, members, cool people that want them. I don't know. The fact that they screwed them up really pissed me off. He was like, oh, it's a picture of 100 of them. I could show you that too, I guess. Whatever. I have no money. I still need 2 patches. Done. Right? If I ever get some, Neil, I don't know. Would have been what? I think they said it was like 180 bucks for 100 of them or something like that. They were about $2 a piece. Which really isn't all that bad, I think. Because I think that's where this company probably sucks. Because other companies, they're more. $3 or $4 or $5 a piece. But it took 3, like here, this was December. It is April. It is currently April. I first contacted them in December about this order. And the first few weeks went pretty quick. Pretty quick. We had to make a couple of changes. The way these PVC patches work, it has different raised sections. And I don't know how they get colored. But here's one from Twisted Sis. I have mine on bags and on the wall, and like when I go to Blade Show, I stick them on the pouches and stuff. But like each little section is raised up in a different color. So the when you give a logo, it has to go in and figure all this stuff out. And mine, it kind of grabbed a couple things and like made it a different color. So it's like, imagine like one of those pieces of hair was like the same color as the skin or like the ear. And so it's like, oh wait, that didn't work. So it's like, we need to fix that piece, you know, because it finds these little straggler pieces, and sometimes it translates it into, and what was mine was like this, where like the end of the handle was the same color as the hand. And so it looked like another finger, but it was actually the end of the handle. And so it was just those little things that needed to be fixed, but then they didn't fix them. If you look right here, there's a 4th finger. But the reality is what they did is it read, see the bottom of the handle? You almost can't tell. But the handle of the blade is on the bottom. It made the handle of the blade another finger. So it was like a 4th finger. It's like, no, look, that's the handle. It curves around right there.
And if they don't come correct, kinky, I know, then we are just gonna have to poop knife a fugger. It's as simple as that. We can't let these shit companies get away with making our Dan upset. Oi.
Oi!
At Jkorskadden 2486 became a member. At Jkorskadden 2486 celebrates 20 months of membership. Did someone say patches? Eyes emoji, gimme gimme.
20 months, Jay. If I had some, I'd send you one. And Hate Nate, thank you for the $10. I appreciate it. And you're right. We're going to have to go poop knife on these bastards. Right? Upsetting. Jay Korskaden, 20 months. Thank you so much. Again, if I had these patches, well, not these patches, because it's got that extra finger right there that shouldn't be. If I end up with patches one of these days, you know, they can exist. Look at this one right here. Very cool. The rubberized fun patch with the Velcro on the back. That was my goal. Here we are 4 months later and out of focus. Come on. And I don't have any, so I'm working on it. Still expecting a gray skull birdhouse from Robin. Anybody see the new trailer for the new He-Man? Actually looks pretty good. On the edge. New office downstairs, work in progress. Tired of being on disability and not doing anything. Looking to start stuff. Taking ideas from the guys on live streams and backgrounds. Dude, that's what you get. Just got to occupy your time, whatever it is. I can't not do anything either. I love doing projects, working on things, for sure. Stacy has a few pouches, some patches, and a binder of loot to store them in, like a swag box. I try to like put them up. I've got some up right here. And then I have like on the bag, I can throw a couple on the bag, and then every few days you rip it off, put on a different one or whatever. Grateful Dong. What? I want a gray skull birdhouse. Yeah, Robin. Oh, he 3D prints them? Robin.
Atelier Geek became a member. Atelier Geek celebrates 3 months of membership. 3 months. Still going for the moderator promotion.
Ooh. When's moderator promotion, kids? When does that happen? When do we get that? Oh, so Robin 3D prints these grayskull birdhouses. I want to. We need photos right now, Robin. We need photos right now. Wait, what? Hate Nate? Everyone's on board. Robin's about to 3D print. Is going to be off the rails here. Okay. 3D print grayskull bird house. Oh, is that it? I need to see a finished one. Dude, Castle Grayskull Birdhouse? I mean, why not? Why not? I'm into it. Moderator. With minimal power comes minimal responsibility. Robin just became a celebrity, right? Robin's about to be like, dude, my 3D printer only works so much. How long of a print is the Grayskull Birdhouse? Robin. How long does that print take? Out of curiosity. Ooh, mama. Is it floating? How is it floating? What is this floating on? Why is this floating? Is this like one of those drawing, like, oh, what does it look like in the room? 12-hour print. Yeah.
At Ramses Silent became a member. At Ramses Silent celebrates
3
8
mouths.
months of membership. Add 3 mouths I paid with Goggle Pay don't count.
Goggle pay. At 3 mouths, I paid with goggle pay. So Ramsey Silent at 11 months, we're going to call it. We're going to call it 11 months. Thank you, Ramses. 11 mouths with goggle pay. That's exactly how I would have typed it. Now, whether a bird will use it or not, Robin, it don't matter. If a bird never flies in that thing, you could still look at it every day and be like, yeah, that's dope. It's a suction cup. It's floating because of the dioxide. Yes, that's what I want you to do, huh? Kill me, and I shall take over your body. What a dumb movie. The bird that lives in there is total badass. Does the bird come out and then is like, I have the power? Any small bird would be happy to live in there. And then what you need to do is you got to set up the trail cam. Like those bird feeders that they have now in the bird houses that have the trail cam, like the doorbell cam. So anytime the bird shows up, it makes a little 20-second video. And then you can track the progress. He-Man. Yeah, dude, that bird will come out listening to Slayer. Just like, right? You know what I mean? That's, woof. We gotta get the Slayer hair out. Well, we talked about some fixed blades. I'll probably find some more. I like fixed blades. What are we going to talk about next week? Talk about the lack of money. Here's it's doing things. All right? I got my little crease right here from tucking it behind my ear. You got a squirrel cam. I have one of those trail cams. It was like what I got at the Christmas party. And I've never set it up. I should go put it in the backyard. We have a lot of deer actually by where I work. It's raining blood, eh? Money. The castle needs a 3D print of She-Ra standing next to it. Blood. Yeah. Well, okay. I am going to eat some dinner. What am I going to have for dinner? Anyone? Thoughts? Money is an elusive creature. I want things. I would like to give you cash for goods and services. Ordered a $1.24. Happy 65th birthday, 1960. That's fun. I look dazed and confused. Nice. It's National PB&J Day. I could eat a PB&J. I mean, it's going to have to be partial snack. I don't think I'd want a whole dinner of just PB&J. Yeah, money can be exchanged for goods and services. Bro, that's all we get. I spent more than that on the gas for the car to go pick up the recycling. Yeah, I learned a lot from that show myself. It'd be nice to get a Bowie that I could actually shave some arm hair with at least. I just need to find someone with the same birthday. Anybody March 1st birthdays? Anybody know someone who likes knives who's born on March 1st? That's funny. Recycling. I call it the Burns OmniNet. It sweeps the sea clean. All you need is a ski mask and the quickness, right? To make it work. Peanut butter jelly and a baseball hat. All right, everyone get a hold of Apex Carry EDC, aka Robin. Get yourself one of these bad boys. We could all have a competition. Who gets the coolest bird to live in their castle Grayskull? My wife's car was totaled. She gets a new car. I got a cheap knife. If I'm lucky. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. The Dollum. The Dollum. For all your birdhouse needs. Dude, start printing these bad boys, bro. I'll set my trail cam up specifically on this birdhouse. I'll even throw down. I mean, I know it's worth the money and the time to print. Robin, you come up with a price on these bad boys and people can jump in. It'll be the official KDK coolest badass bird in the birdhouse. And we could all paint them all, you know. Oh, should we customize it too? Ooh. I'm going to put some wash, a little black wash on there. Make the cracks stick out, pop a little bit more. Woo! Baptism. I keep asking Robin for a Castle Grayskull. What about that 3D printing? 3D printing is pretty fun on the edge. You can actually get a pretty nice machine for not too expensive. You can get a cheap machine for a couple $100, but you can, if you can spend $400 or $500, you can get a machine that will print multicolored, articulating things really, really well. It's crazy. I was thinking of trying to paint it, but I suck at painting. I'll paint them for you, Apex. Robin. I'll paint one for you. Buy or print a couple, Robin. Send them to me. I'll paint one of. I'll paint them both. Ship one back to you. The price of filament. Yep. Dude, something like that though. A couple accent colors, and then a black wash where you like basically mix the paint really, really runny. And then wash it all over everything, and then wipe it off. And then it fills in the cracks and creates all these extra shadows and things. Oh, it looks sick. Looks sick. Shit, he keeping both of them. I love how I can hear Hate Nate through text. It would, like, that's kind of a wash. That's like literally designed perfect for a wash, because you just basically wipe it all over everything and then start wiping it off, and it sinks into the cracks really, really good. And then you get all the highlighted surfaces, it wipes off, and then it gives you these gradients and these natural shadows, and really makes the cracks and things pop. All right, 916. Shutting her down. Magnus Lutz, ho, ho, ho. I wanted to find this one. Slapping and tickling. Magnus Lutz, ho, ho. Dude, that's hard to... You always go the wrong way. Okay. Ho. Triple ho, Magnus Lutz in the house. Magnus Lutz for life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dude, the Grayskull is sweet. Now we just have to convince Robin to get to work. 12-hour prints is going to eat up some time. Robin, I'll definitely send you money for one. I don't know about the other kids, but it sounds like people are interested in it. But that might eat up a lot of print time. By the power of shiny knives, they are the Maguslots. Cheers, y'all. Everyone have a great night. Ho, ho, ho. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Stacy. Stay relaxed, at ease. Stay aware, be prepared, and know you're loved. Take that right there, y'all. Much love in the knife world. Dude, Magnus Sluts, Blade Show Atlanta. Blade Show Atlanta. Holding out for some good flights, good plane ticket prices. They're high right now. I'm hoping they drop in the next couple weeks. It'd be cool if they did. I can see it now. I can smell it now. Can you smell it? Dong. Oh, it's going to be delightful. I got a good feeling. Smells like metal. Bro. Dude. Dude.